All right. Good morning, cyber traders. Welcome back on this lovely Tuesday on this May 12th. Let me just get a hello. Good to see you. Good morning, Ralph, Tim, Michael, Dennis. Good to see you all. All right. Bonnie. Good. All right. So anyway, what is going on with NVAX? Look at this bad boy moving beautifully. Oh my God. What a great moving stock. So anyway, I just want to bring up a couple of things really quick before we start, talking about it. And I'm not here to brag about NVAX. Listen, I'm just a messenger. I told you guys to look at it, but I mean, some of you, it's pretty funny, but some of you like mention what is Instagram. So you know what? We got a bunch of people here live on YouTube and Facebook, and I'm going to broadcast this really quick, but it's going to slap this over really quick right here. Here's my Instagram post, and I just want to show you this morning I did this post right here, and ever learned how to trade in the aftermarket? NVAX up 49%, okay? So you can see right here, you can see the stock was at $37. Now, let me just explain to you about this stock. We were doing a we do the meetings. We do a morning meeting at 9 a.m., which is now, and then we do the 2:30 meeting going into the afternoon. And, you guys were in the afternoon meeting. Josh was talking about, Josh does the afternoon. I do the morning meetings. And we, like I said, we broadcast live here when we do it. And, right around 3:30, I would say, like 3:20, I says, guys, something's wrong with NVAX. And you could see it like right over around here. It started making some type of a move there. All right. I think it blows up a little bit bigger. Right around there. And this is a Photoshop that I take. And there's my lovely, famous, always got to have my coffee there in the morning with my Starbucks coffee. Whenever they open, have to make it fresh. But right there, you could see it right around there. It started making a big push. Now, we were trading the stock all day yesterday. And where there's smoke, there's fire. I know you hear it all the time. But sure enough, you could see how that stock literally just popped after hours. Now, there are times we do hold an overnight position, and that one actually worked out well for us. But then there's always, listen, you can always come back in the morning and trade it. So anyway, how is it doing right now at 42? Oh, my God. How is that, bad boy? That is what I'm talking about. And remember, I did the tweet right around the post. And by the way, it's also on Instagram, Twitter, and our Facebook. But the thing, when I made that call out, it was right around 36. Look at it now, 41. Guys, you should be done right now. You guys should be finished trading. It's game over. Really game over right now for someone. We don't need to trade anymore. But this, hands down, just made our days pay. Now, Ben, you already made about you're gonna go make yourself a milk and shake. I don't know what that meant by, but you jump back in, you have plus 15. Who else made money on that stock? Who else made money in the pre-market? I see a bunch of you in here. Let me just bring this over. We got a couple of people right there. You can see Ben traded it. Dennis traded it. Just looking at all the chat. A couple of people. Gene, you traded Mark. I want to also talk about DraftKings too, by the way. I want to talk about that DraftKings trade. But anyway, take the money and run. That's how basically we do it. Hey, Bonnie on Facebook, on YouTube Live. Good to see you. All right, so another stock I do want to talk about really quick is DraftKings. All right, and that's another one. Let me just bring it up. Is it DKNG? Okay, so DraftKings, I'm going to bring up just really quick the Instagram post because, that obviously had something to do with it. I spoke a lot about it. And let me just go back to, there's my lovely cat, Chloe. She likes to trade with me every morning. You know what's so funny? My cat actually always shows up at exactly 7:50 in the morning, sitting right by me on the desk, ready for me to do a meeting, which is pretty funny. So anyway, DraftKings right here on this day, when I said, have you been watching my post, past post? Remember the IPO on DraftKings? And I talked about DraftKings on the IPO. Now, we really specifically work on how to trade IPOs. Now, DraftKings, listen, they're starting to talk about sports and everything. Well, you know what? When I called that out, what was the stock? Right around 22. You know what I mean? Right around that price, right around here. We called it right around there. Once it broke an all-time high, which the IPO price was around $20. Look at it now. So you're doing pretty well. The stock literally broke over 27. That is huge, huge that it broke all-time highs. So anyway, not only do we day trade here, but we also do some swing trading. So just want you guys to know, just to kind of follow along, because these are the things that you have to understand when it comes to trading. And, you got to get that, you got to follow the money, and there you go. And like I said, how do we know it's going up? Once again, it's all about following the money. All right. So with that, we had a couple of them good movers yesterday. For some of you that were not here, let's talk about the AMC trade. Now, obviously AMC, the rumor is now you watch yesterday's video, by the way, we talked about AMC, about Amazon that has an interest in it. Okay. Well, you know what? I'm pretty much done with that deal. That was a good pre-market, but she didn't do well going into when the market opened up. So I wasn't too crazy about that one. And CREX, I'll tell you, it was actually a pretty good day yesterday. I wasn't really impressed in the morning, like once in the pre-market, other than the AMC, but then after that, everything started popping everywhere. CREX that literally went from like $3.30 to $4. That one did pretty well. UVA, what was it? UAVS was another one we traded yesterday. We all know about this one. This one's getting a little, it's starting to take a little bit of a hit right now. Let me fix the time frame so you can see a little bit better. But that one went from $1.10 to $1.70. I mean, the NVAX was just awesome. You can see that one just literally was at $20. Look at that. It went to 42, a double. INO was another one. I want to bring that one up. That one, that was okay. But the mark, I want to bring up the mark. The mark was, the mark was nice because the mark was a level 1 stock. So every single beginner trader could have traded this stock without getting himself in trouble. So Mark obviously did a really, really well trade right there. Very cheap, very inexpensive. Listen, you guys have to do the math, and I'm going to keep pointing it and shooting it and saying it all the time. People are against trading inexpensive stocks. I have no idea why. These are not, 90% of that we trade, 95% are not penny stocks. I'm not a fan of penny stocks, okay? And not because I'm prejudiced or whatever. It's just that you can't see orders. You understand? You can't see the orders. If I could, believe me, I would love it. It's all about less risk, more reward. Not about like, oh, stock is only 50 cents, so I got a $5,000 account, so I could trade 5,000 shares. No. It doesn't work that way. It does not work that way, okay? It works on points, not on how much money you have in your account. So just be careful, what people tell you that. Now, regarding about that's now, by the way, this was yesterday, okay? And it's over. It's done. Yesterday is the past, okay? It's time to focus on the present, all right? Let me just scroll this down right here. So there are a couple of stocks. I got a big list. Now, what do we know about Tuesday cyber traders? Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays are the best weeks to trade. And there's no safer place than to be in a cyber group room. So let's go to the tape and see what's going on in the watch list. Okay, ready with the pens and papers? Let's start with the first one. CBay. What the hell is going on at CBay? CBay is gapped up. This is a stock, was another big aftermarket trade stock. You could see it ran from $2 all the way to $4. Stock is up 143%. Holy crap. Where did you find that? But one problem. It's not trending very cooperatively right now going into the in the pre-market. She's got some nice buyers right around 440. You could see how she obviously is testing like $4.80, $5, but she's coming back down. She's only down about 50 cents, which is not a lot. But she filled a gap fill. There's a gap fill right there. Okay. So she's right around that gap fill. That's why she's kind of holding right here at that support. So I'm going to keep an eye on the CBAY. We already know about NVAX. Okay. Now, NVAX, for some of you, listen, unless you are part and we train you at Cybertrade University, and when you do your journals, when we train you, and there's different levels on your experience. Remember, it's almost like karate. You got like white belts, green belts, yellow belts, okay, black belts. All right. So to get into brown and the black belt, I'm just using that. I had an epiphany on it. So anyway, regarding about history. But anyway, you got to be in a level 4 category now to trade NVAX. This is not like it was like yesterday. The stock, you look at the spread, it's very, look at 10 cents, 15 cent spreads. Stock is not your typical, like Mark, okay? One stock also, and by the way, I'm going to bring up Mark, okay? Let me bring up Mark while we're here. So Mark was great, good spread, tight spread, penny spread, very good spread. Only a big issue with it is look on the right-hand side on the level 3. You can't see the orders because this is a bulletin board stock, okay? So, which is a pink sheet stock. So there's our issue right there with that stock. So that's the only problem that we have with Mark. But it was great yesterday, but I'll keep an eye on it. YRCW. Okay. Another stock that's gapped up pretty decently, up 18%. You got a big support level. You got a 10,000 share buyer sitting right here at $1.70. I want to keep a close eye on that guy. Very cheap stock. Looks like it's testing it and went right back up. So it looks like that guy is right now holding that support level on YRCW, but she's trending down, and it's going to probably be second protocol. VTIQ. So this one right here is about 5%, 200,000 shares. Not the greatest pre-market, but let me tell you something about this stock. This stock, from what I was told, because I live here on Wall Street, I live here in New York. I still am connected with a lot of my friends on the floor, and that's how I learned. And they told me keep an eye on this stock because apparently this is like the next Tesla. They have the technology. They're building. They said, I don't know, something about the batteries. They can go 2,000 miles on tractor trailers, something like that. So obviously, look up the news, but the stock has been pretty hot. The only issue I do not like about, because they were asking me, they would say, Fausto, you've been watching this VTIQ? And I says, of course we have. We think we haven't. Why would we not? The only issue I have is what happened back in March. The stock was $5 forever. $10 forever. She had a huge run up around 16, and she came right back down. Some of you cyber traders, you guys remember the stock. Go back to your journals, and you know what I'm talking about. What do we know when we see stuff like that? That is called a massive, nasty short squeeze, okay? Do we see another short squeeze happening right now? Well, listen, whenever you see something like that, yes, it could be. But can it go a lot higher? Absolutely. But the worst thing that can happen is the faster they go up that way, the faster they fall. It's not that it's a bad company. It's just that people like to take profits. They wake up one morning like, listen, holy crap, I'm up 100% in 2 days. Why would you not take that? Oh, but because they said it's going to go to 50 or 80. Okay, great. But you know what? So did the pot stocks, right? TLRY, same thing, right? Remember that one? How's that working out for you, all the pot fans out there? Okay, so be careful of that one. GNFT, another one that's moving. It's down 67% right now. I love stocks that get crushed. I really, really do. I kind of drool. I'm a bottom fisher trader. That's how and bottom fishing means I like to buy stocks that got crushed because you get these jerks that want to average down. So they'll cause a demand on it. People ask me, well, why is this stock down so much? I don't care. It doesn't matter. All that matters is that hopefully I get the people that own it, that got crushed in it, are going to buy it back. Okay. But look at that. All that hard work, of the coronavirus rally, and you lose it all in one day. All right. That's why you can't go broke taking profits. By the way, that's going to be one of my slogans on my Instagram. People do those slogans. I'm going to do a couple of slogans that we do, and I'm going to share it with you guys. I think a lot of you guys need to know that. NNVC. You all know this stock very well, cyber traders. We trade the stock before. Stock went from 2 to 18. She's moving pretty nicely this morning. She's got a nice little trend. 1 million shares traded. Look at all the beautiful orders out there. We see you 7,000 shares sell at $10. We know what $10 means, right? Basically, it's having a tough time breaking. I want to see if that guy gets executed. But that stock obviously has got good resistance. A good push. AVR. So AVR got destroyed. Okay. Now, why? Look at the word mortgage cap. Okay. Mortgage stocks are moving this morning. I have no idea. I didn't check the news on it, but mortgage stocks are moving. So there's another one that's also moving with it. GPMT, another mortgage stock that's up about 19%. We trade the mortgage stocks. I think Time was another one, right? that another one? I forgot what was the symbol? I forgot the other one. There's a couple of mortgage stocks out there that we traded. But those obviously you could see they're in a big percentage gainers list. So I want to keep on the mortgage stocks. And last but not least, the INPX is doing pretty well in pre-market. Very cheap stock. This was a beauty. January, we traded this stock. Went from 5 to 30 in 2 days. Listen, we do it every day. We get one of these like once a week. Okay, ones that go up 200, 300, 400%. Okay, so which was the other one that we traded that did pretty well? What was that stock symbol that we did well? Oh, MGNX. Remember that one? MGNX. Almost forgot about the symbol. MGNX was one of our nice little winners right there. Remember MGNX last week? $8 to 26. That was an unbelievable rally on that one. What was great about this stock, it just ran all day. By the way, I'll bring up the post that I did on Instagram. This is why we love day trading. MGNX up 140%. And that's when it was at, what, $18? Look where it is today, at 29. I'll tell you, this is why everybody wants to get into day trading, And listen, what else are you going to do? Worry about that $1,200 stimulus package, being happy to get an extra $600 a week on unemployment. Listen, what are you going to do when July runs out? This is not something you can learn in one day. You got to put time, you got to put work into it. All right. But overall, it's been great. Now, cyber traders, anything I'm missing, I did not call out. You got a shake going on right now in SDC. Yeah, that's a nasty shake right there. Nasty shake. Listen, you know what? The bad thing about this morning, this only problem I have on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, we just have too many stocks to trade. We just way too many of them. And remember, we're not going to trade every single one of them. We're only going to trade about, only about 20, 30% of those are going to probably make a move. And we all know once the market opens up, we always find something new. The MGRX, we didn't find that until the market opened up, actually. I don't know if you remember that. You go back to our YouTube channel and watch that day when we traded it. We mentioned it. I'm like, it's not really doing anything. And it just out of nowhere, the thing just blew up. So that's where we're going to keep an eye on it. Been playing American Airlines. Listen, the only thing you could do with these airlines, you have to day trade them. You know what? I got beat up on some of the airlines because I thought with the bailout and everything they were going to do well, and they did do well. Especially, I told you I'm a big fan of Delta, but I think by me being a fan of a specific airline actually hurt me because now I let my personal feelings get involved. And but you know what? Once once it didn't break. Hold on, let me bring that up. I mean, we had that stock at 22, ran to 35, and it came back 22. They're not going anywhere. They're not really going anywhere. So you could day trade them. But listen, there are 25,000 stocks out there that trade every single day. Why is everybody still sharing the same ones? Okay. It's all about less risk, more reward. All right. NVAD making lower highs. I spelled that wrong. Oh, you mean NVAX? Yeah, it's definitely making lower lows right there. A lower low, so I'd be very careful. Listen, there's going to be a lot of profit taking going on, but remember, the stock is pretty damn risky. All right, cyber traders, listen, let's go to work. For you, anyone here watching me on Facebook and YouTube Live, if you want to learn more about Cyber Trade University, and just go to our website, just let you know, on Thursday, which is 2 days from now, on May 14, 12 o'clock, I'm going to teach you a simple day trading strategy to limit your losses while you maximize your profit. So if you want to learn about day trading, you want to learn about high frequency trades, dark pools, you want to learn about basically how the market works and how to find these stocks, just click on, feel free to come and just click on our website. And, like I said, and feel free to register at Cyber Trade University. I'll put the link in there. I think someone else put it in there. There you go. All right, guys. So listen, be safe, be happy. Don't go anywhere. Let's make our money early. And, I almost forgot. Josh would kill me if I did this, if I didn't tell you. I always forget. Today, also, Tuesday, is Traders Talk. Now, if anyone that's a subscriber in the cyber group room, any traders out there, basically that in the trading room, you got cyber group that's starting at 11 o'clock. We're usually done by 10:30. So audio commentary is pretty much done here in the cyber group room. Listen, it's not a full-time job. So, so I know Josh sent out a couple of emails to some of you traders in there. He's going to go over some journals. Remember, our job at Cyber Trade University is not to teach you how to make money. It's to teach you how to stop losing it. That's the most important thing. I hate seeing people talk about winners. Nobody likes to talk about losers. You learn more from your losers than your winners, because if you know why you did it, you're not going to do it again. So always remember that. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading. Stop. I'm sorry to keep talking. I know you got about 7 minutes before the market opens up. Let's go out there and make some money. All right, guys. Happy trading, everyone.